No clap intro. I clap before the intro. What's up everyone and welcome to my new FAQ video, FAQ number 83. Awesome. You might wonder why my face is red. It's because I was in Barcelona and being a Swede and all, I can't really handle the sun. So yeah, I got red in my face. It's a little bit ironic seeing how, you know, I have a company called Solar Guitars. But my album has been out for 2 weeks now. I've seen a lot of people are receiving their albums and tagging it. Nice to see people enjoying the album. Seems like a lot of people are very happy about it, and that makes me very happy too. So thank you so much for all the support you guys have given me. I know people are still waiting for their copies to arrive. Just have a little bit of patience, okay? Me and Luis are working 24/7 to get everything out. We're definitely not working 24/7, but we're working a lot to send everything out. Don't really have anything much more to say. Let's just get on with the question. Majora, your solo album sounds killer, Ola. I dig it. Question, do birds have vocal cords? Number one stalker. Amano Filorio. Hi Ola, can you do a top 10 most influential or important guitar players for you? By the way, keep on the good work. Thank you so much. Okay, top 10 most influential or important guitar players to you. I'm not gonna rank them, except for maybe the top 3, but important guitar players for me are, okay, Michael Romeo, Symphony X, made me practice a shit ton of more guitar. Kurt Cobain of Nirvana is very important for me because that's how I kind of like start playing guitar altogether, because his songs were really simple and just had 3 chords in them. So it was really simple for me to just get into playing guitar. And you know, a lot of people are probably, you know, a little scared or ashamed of that they you started listening to music by listening to Nirvana. I don't fucking care. I listen to Nirvana, then I listen to metal. Who gives a shit anyway? Jeff Loomis of Nevermore, obviously a huge influence on my rhythm playing, believe it or not. I always thought that Jeff, you know, he's an incredible, one of the best lead players in the world, but does not get the proper attention for his riff writing. Just listen to Jeff's riffing on the Nevermore albums. It's insane, you know? So huge influence for me and my 7-string playing, I must say. And who else? Steve Vai, obviously a very huge influence, and just like I remember getting Passion and Warfare for the first time. It's like, oh shit, this is next level stuff. That man, I mean, there's just such a godlike aura about him. I don't know what it is, but it's just like, he's really inspiring to me. And being, you know, a self-sustainable instrumental artist, basically. I mean, I know it's hard for instrumental music to really reach the borders, you know, with pop and popular music where you have a vocalist and whatnot. But he really pushed it, and he sold millions of albums. So, I mean, he's so significant today, and still a really, really inspiring guitar player for me. Okay, how many was that? That's like 4, right? Who else? Ja, men det kommer dit. My wife is trying to help me with the thinking, but you know, I have my plans. Okay, now that I thought about this for a while, I don't think I can mention 10 guitar players that really inspired me or were influential to me. But how many was I at? 4? I can probably at least say 6 guitar players. Okay, on second place of the most influential guitar player for me is definitely John Petrucci of Dream Theater. There's no questions asked. When I started listening to Dream Theater, that's when I really started to practice guitar and really, you know, sitting and I watched the Rock Discipline video, and, you know, I did all those chromatic scales, and, you know, I have a lot to thank for because of John Petrucci. He made me play guitar and practice guitar, and I think that has made me come up to the point where I am today in my guitar playing. And if it wasn't for John Petrucci, I would definitely not be at the level that I'm at today, even though I'm not at a level where other people are on a higher different level. But he has definitely inspired me. That's what I'm trying to say here, okay? But obviously, and this may not come as a surprise for you, but obviously, number 1 is Nick Jonas. of the Jonas Brothers. No. No, it's obviously Dimebag Darrell of Pantera. I wish I could play like Dimebag. I mean, he had the soul, he had the chops, the riffs, he had everything. He was basically like the perfect metal guitar player right there. I mean, Dimebag has really influenced my playing, but in some way you cannot really hear it in my playing. I mean, I think that if you would compare my playing to one of these guitar players I mentioned, I would probably go more towards the direction of John Petrucci as being an influence on my playing, but I still think that Dimebag is the top influencer for me and the most important guitar player for me, obviously. So there you go. I think for a lot of you guys this may not come as a surprise to hear this list, but there you go. Channel B, hey Ola, first of all, your new Masters album is sick as hell. Question, what would be the best camera to record live shows and get good audio? Cheers. Thank you so much for that kind little comment there regarding my solo album, Master of the Universe, you buy here. Thank you for the support. What would be the best camera to record live shows and get good audio? I don't know. I think that personally, I would just bring my iPhone, you know, and because the iPhone is, believe it or not, really, really good at recording live sound. And Ola, oh, you fucking nerd, and you're Apple, you're such an Apple nerd, and oh, you suck Steve Jobs' dick. Fuck you, I love Apple. I just love Apple. Oh, I love you, Apple. If you want to record someone else's show, it will make the most sense to just bring your iPhone. If you come with a camera and all sort of recording equipment, people are gonna, you know, the security is gonna be like, hey man, what are you gonna do with all this? Like, and you might lie and say like, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, film myself watching the live band, and they're not gonna believe you. So I think it just makes most sense to bring an iPhone camera. Maybe you can bring a little stand. Otherwise, you have to stand like this the whole show. And you paid for a ticket, and you're like, oh, this looks so good. Mr. Bandsman, please make an 8-string with a 4/4 headstock. This one is just too big. You know what? I have to obviously very politely disagree with you. Like, isn't this the most sick-ass headstock you've ever seen? It's like this. This is like the ultimate Final Fantasy weapon right here. I mean, just look at this monster. Shit. 4+4? No. SG, hi Mr. Ola, I know you've been asked this question before, but still I'm gonna ask, what do you think about the recent Avengers Endgame trailers? Did you get any hope? I've talked about Avengers before, and I don't give a shit. I absolutely do not give a flying shit about Avengers. I'm sorry. I mean, recently they're just spitting out superhero movies, and I cannot watch them. They're terrible. Terrible movies, okay? I watch them. You know, I still enjoy a good superhero movie, just that the recent ones, and, you know, they're just basically, they're cashing in, basically. They're just making every fucking superhero movie there is. And it's going so well, and I see there's no stopping it. Avengers, I saw the one with the, you know, I don't know what the fuck it was called, but I probably watched it on a flight somewhere. The Avengers, the Thanos fucking thing, and the ugliest fucking CGI villain you've ever seen. Okay, awesome. The short answer, I don't care. I simply don't care. I still watch the videos because I enjoy superhero movies, but still, they suck. Sorry. I like Batman. He's like the coolest guy ever. But not when it's mixed with other bullshit like, you know, Wonder Woman and all that. Ugh. Unpopular opinion by Ola. Please stay on my channel. It's okay to have different opinion about... it's okay to have different opinion about things, okay? You can still be a subscriber. Huh? It's a good deal. I tell you what I like, and you tell me what you like in the comment sections, okay? And I won't read it. Lucas Jenner, hello. What are your thoughts on fan fret guitars? Okay, to be honest, I'm not that familiar with fan fret guitars. I had an Ormsby guitar with the fan fret, and you know, I really liked it, and obviously some Strandbergs as well I played. And it all depends on how much of a scale difference it is between the fans, I think, because if it's too large of a difference, it becomes a little hard to, do like bar chords up on the lowest strings, and, on the first fret. But if the fan is slight, it makes a lot more sense to me. I definitely see the purpose of having a fan fret guitar and multi-scale in that sense. And yeah, I like it. I'm just used to playing the regular shit. And, I don't really think I have a problem with, with the scale length. But with that said, nothing, I guess. Peacebringer Y, I just checked some random Russian website and your album is really up there. Yes. Yeah, what am I going to say? I mean, it's always been like this. The Russians are always first. Can't really do anything. I can just hope that they will support me. And I mean, if they like the album, that they at least share that they like the album so they can make other people listen to it. But obviously I'm missing out on money, which sucks. But I mean, I'd rather having my music be heard and enjoyed more than I want the money. The problem is I need the money. So please support, okay? You fucking Russians. I love you. By the way. Nonetheless Void, question. You have 326K subscribers. Did your new solo album Master of the Universe sell in 6K copies? If not, why? Okay, I'm gonna give you the numbers. Right now, I've sold about 2,000 CDs, physical CDs, which is absolutely amazing. Seeing how CDs and physical media like that is kind of on a downfall, selling 2,000 CDs is amazing. It's an amazing figure, I would say. So I'm very happy with that. And obviously, I mean, I have many followers on my channel. They enjoy me for my videos and whatnot, and not everyone enjoys my music. That's fine, okay? But if you're still like, hey man, how can I support Ola being so awesome? You can watch my videos with ads. Doesn't really give me money, but you can also purchase something physical from the website, basically. And that will directly support me because, I mean, Luis is out there packing shit right now. What's up, Luis? Yay, packing all that shit. It's really like direct to us. There's no middleman or anything like that. There's no label. So if you support by buying a physical medium, it goes right into my pocket and I can buy anime. Jason Dean, hi Ola, have you ever battled anxiety and or depression, and what did you do to help cope with it? Okay, so in recent years, I have not had any type of depression going or any anxiety or, there's always, the anxiety that people might not like what you do, but seeing how a lot of people are liking what I do, it kind of removes that anxiety. But obviously when I was younger and, a teenager, I felt insecure about myself and, I was clumsy and, I didn't really feel secure with my looks and whatnot. And, I was a dork, basically. I'm still a dork, but I guess that's just how it is, when you look like shit and you don't have any confidence. But I must say that a lot of the confidence that I've gained from the past 18 years has been spawned from me being with my wife, Louise. When I got together with her, I felt so lucky and so fortunate to be able to be with this beautiful woman. And what does she see in me and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it became so unreal. So even at the start of the relationship, I was really insecure with myself. And how long will it take for her to leave and, to discover that, I'm a horrible person or whatever. We've been married now for more than 10 years and we've been together for, 17 or 18 years. And, just having her by my side has definitely boosted my confidence in myself and definitely just helped me to become a more open and better person. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I was very unhappy with my life when I was a teenager, basically. At least I had guitar playing. I was really into guitar playing back then. And, I watched a lot of anime. I played video games. I'm not sure I played Warhammer at that time, but probably not. But, you know, I had other things that made me happy, like video games was really a big part of it all, and, you know, guitar playing, obviously. But, yeah, but then getting together with Louise was really an eye-opener, you know. Having her, I feel like I'm, you know, the master of the universe, basically. Wow, great parallel there. Thank you so much, Jason. I know there's a lot of people that are going through a situation like this at least once in their lifetime, where they feel like they're not, you know, successful enough or not beautiful enough, or, you know, that's just self-doubt that people has to go through. And I just want to say that if you feel like you're depressed about things, about whatever, you're never alone in this. There's always people going through this. And there's help to get as well. Some people, they do need to reach out for help. And I think it's very important that you take care of yourself to make yourself as happy as you can be. And if you cannot do that by yourself, you should try and get help from friends, from family. You can even call these, you know, numbers that they give you. They're out there to help you. So, you know, utilize that. Become a better person and be happy with your life. Take control of your fucking life. Huh? Shit! Swedish word of the day. As you might know, the Swedish word of the day has been shifted to Swedish IKEA word of the day. And the word of the day is friheten. And it's this couch. And friheten means the freedom, basically. So like, I guess that means that you're free to do whatever the fuck you want in this couch. I don't know. Daniel Simmons, hey Ola, would you consider bringing YouTube guitars on Coffee with Ola? Guys like E-Rock, Rob Scallon, maybe Ben Eller or that Pantera nerd old Englund. Of course, whoever is close by me, I'll just have him for a coffee with Ola. No problem. Oh, first burp of the day. Is it coming? Oh shit, I don't have anything to drink to enhance the burp. Okay, it might be coming, who knows. Guest appearance, coffee with burp. Great. Man Lopsan, hi Ola, have you seen the Motley Crue film? Any thoughts? Yes, I just saw it yesterday actually. When I flew home from Barcelona, I watched that video on the flight. I don't know what it is about the original Netflix films, but there's something awkward about it. And I felt that this type of Netflix awkwardness in the Netflix movies, there was a lot of that in The Dirt. I'm not saying it's a bad movie, there's just a lot of awkwardness in the movie. And I think it was a good movie. I actually had a hard time keeping in the tears during the part where Vince is at the hospital with his daughter. And that girl that played the daughter crying, oh my God, that was probably the best actor in the movie. I had such a hard time, you know, being badass Ola at that time, and I was sobbing up. It's always like that when I'm out flying and I'm flying home. You know, I get a lot of feelings going. You know, I'm missing my family the absolute most when I'm traveling home. And, you know, I can watch pictures of my kids and I can burst out crying because I miss them so much. And I was in this state, in this really emotionally state, and I watched this part and that girl was crying and it was like, oh, holy shit, oh. I thought it was an entertaining movie. And yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It was an okay movie. Veikko Navalen, Ola, what do you think about Finland and Finnish people? Interested since Finland and Sweden seem to have a rivalry of sorts. Also loving the new solar guitars. Personally, Finnish people and Finland is like, for me, I don't really see the rivalry. Well, I see rivalry, of course, when there's hockey and whatnot, but that's just, you know, that's just brotherly competition. But being in Finland, it's like being in Sweden. You know, I live in Stockholm. If you go to Helsinki, it's basically the same town. Looks the same. People are basically the same. You know, maybe I'm the only one thinking like this, but that's how I feel. I mean, we're together. I mean, we stick together, like the Norwegians. Maybe not Denmark. Just kidding. Denmark, Norway, Finland. Feels like we're, you know, we're the Northern Brothers. You know? Ebren runknemob. Ebren runknemob. Runk, that's jerk off, by the way, in Swedish. Runk. Hey Ola, I have a question for you. Are you arachnophobic? If so, where have you encountered the biggest spider during your tours in the past? I'm not, in general, afraid of spiders, but I was you know, shitting my pants in Japan when I was there this past autumn, when they told me that it was spider season. And I thought they were kidding, but then we got out of the car and into the Roland Boss company, and holy shit, there were spiders everywhere, and they were this big and yellow, and I've never seen that many spiders before. No joke. And that made me a little bit uncomfortable, but they were really beautiful though, I must say. But no, I'm not afraid of spiders. Josh Castle, hi Ola, can we have Ola reacts to new controversial Rammstein video, please? Yes. Okay, I guess we're demonetizing this video. Great. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this FAQ is actually a re-upload. The first video I uploaded was manually copy striked by Rammstein, even before the video was made public. So it was immediately blocked by them. Okay, that's fair. I'm not complaining. It's their music, so I removed it. And now I replaced it with copyright-free music and copyright-free video with a cute little lamb. Look at that. Look at him. You just have to imagine how the new Rammstein video sounds and looks while I'm watching it. Thank you, internet. And if you're wondering why I'm talking so low, it's because it's fucking 4:30 a.m. and I should be asleep. But no, I have to fix this before the FAQ goes up tomorrow. 22 million views. Holy shit. Okay, so I actually heard the song before, but I actually didn't watch the video, so it's happening right now. But I guess it's about Germany in general. And I think we're in for a ride, because I've seen a lot of people trying to analyze this video. You know, Rammstein has made the best music videos ever, at least in my opinion. And whoa, that's dark. And also worth saying, I fucking love Rammstein. They're fucking awesome. And one of the best live shows I've ever seen was Rammstein's show in the Stockholm Globe, and it was your money's worth, that's for sure. There's just so much pyro going on. You know what's incredible with this video? I mean, the production is amazing, but how many scenes are they doing here? It's like 15 different scenes, and all of them are like immaculately made. It must have cost a lot of money to make this video. This is basically next level video right here. Okay, that's a lot to take in, and you know, I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to analyze what everything in the video means, but I think the point that they're trying to make, basically every country in the world has had a grim past in some way. I mean, you know, basically every country has gone through some bullshit like this. It's a patriotic video, but it's still kind of acknowledging that it's not a perfect country. It's okay to love your country and being patriotic about your country, but, you know, there's still things in the past that we're not proud of, if that makes any sense. Obviously a very controversial video. I have not read the articles surrounding this video, and maybe I'm completely off, but that's just me. I see it as a totally super beautiful video, and I'm more impressed. I mean, the song kicks ass. I love the song. But I'm more impressed about the actual production quality of the video, which is excellent. That's all Englund, like political discussion avoider. Okay. What? What's that? Oh, shit, that was the last question. Holy shit. Awesome. Well, I guess I didn't have... Riff for the day? Really? Riff of the day! You're lucky you're not seeing my cable mess here. It's exactly what I say it is. It is a fucking mess. Okay, this is Mein Teil from the... what's the album? Reise? It's a cool-ass riff. I'm not sure if it's dropped. It's definitely not in this tuning, but I play it like this right now because I just learned it right now. It goes like this. Very simple. That album, by the way, kicks all your asses. Great, and then that was an easy riff. Then I at least got that shit out of the way. Thank you so much for watching this video. In the next video, I'll bring in Louise, okay? So for next video, have a bunch of questions for Louise and myself. And you can still ask music-related questions. It's fine. So, yeah. It's gonna be awesome. And guys, you can still order my album. It's fine. It's okay to be late, you know? It's okay. I don't judge. You can still order up here. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.